Bleaklow hill, and this is the scene of the air crash, the B29 that hit the hill, hit the mountain on the 8th of November 1948. And we've walked up the Pennine Way. We're 2 miles off the A57 at the actual what's left the remains of the air crash. There is actually very little of it left now, but after all these years, nearly 80 years, it came down with 13 people on board, 11 crew and 2 passengers. All of them lost their lives, and came down in low cloud. They descended too early, and this is where they ended up, hitting the hill. Were 2 engines on the ground and 2 more over there, so I would assume it's a 4-engine aircraft. I'll have to look at the pictures of a B29. This one, each B29 had its own name. As we know, Enola Gay dropped the bombs on Hiroshima, and this one was overexposed. From photographs from years gone by, there was quite a large piece of the tail section that was still here, and but now all the aluminium alloy parts, they are corroding away, and there's some heavy metals, heavy steels that are still, I wouldn't say intact, but rusting away. So I think this is the largest. There's many plane crashes in this area, and but this is the one that people know the most about, or have heard of the most. And that's obviously the undercarriage and wheel assembly that is in the ground just there. Having visited the crash site, we'll walk up here, because just here at the top here is a trig point, and we'll have a look at that before we hopefully do a circular route back to the A57 and collect the car. That's the plan. Point now, and we're looking out towards Manchester, and the Glossop in the bottom down there, and Manchester in the distance, but I doubt very much whether the GoPro, the camera, is doing this any justice, because it's just, wow, we've got the weather today, perfect weather, perfect conditions, and the distance that we can see over there is, we're just trying to work it out. I bet on a clear day you see Blackpool Tower from here. In the distance, the cars where we parked at the peak of the summit of Snake Pass, and then we joined the Pennine Way and walked up. Now we're going to follow this path around in a circular route and pick up the Pennine Way once again a little bit further down, but we'll drop down into this valley ravine and up the other side, follow that ridge, and left at the path. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up, but that will eventually join back up with the Pennine Way. As we head back to the car, we're coming across this stream, and we're in the driest spring on record, and I don't remember the last time it rained at all. And here we are with a still flowing water off the hills here. But, not in exactly full flood, but it's flowing all right, and it doesn't look fun. We just climbed down this side into the ravine and got to somehow climb up the other onto the path. I think that would be the worst of it, but it's mountaineering, this bit. On this side of the Snake Pass we can see the views again across to Manchester over the west, and we're walking along this ridge, beautiful ravine valley below us, but unfortunately you can see the sunshine out there. We've got a big cloud above us. So here we are, back to the A57 Snake Pass at the summit, which I think is about 1700 feet above sea level. Might have got that wrong, but